So I have just come to RSPB Fen Drayton. Not really, well, I've not been down here at all. It's a massive, great big long road. It's about 2 miles as you get to the actual entrance to the place. And it's about a 2 mile road still, down to get to the bottom of the, down to get to the actual car park bit. Oh, hello, and we've got, ready, over there, look. Soaring red kite. Brilliant. Bit far away. Bit far away to get a picture. It's a hot day today. I could see the heat haze even coming off the road just as I was driving up. It's going to be a warm one today. It's about 10:15 at the minute. Going to see how it goes. Yeah, so the plan today is spend a couple of hours here. Well, about three hours here maybe. And then up to Ouse Fen, which I think is only about 10 miles away. And see what's up there. It is going to be a warm one, so I reckon Ouse Fen sort of midday. By the time I get there, it's going to be a little bit quieter than it is this morning. But we'll see. At the moment, I've come down the river track. Now, I don't know whether this was the right choice. There are some people going some other ways, but what is clearly evident here, this place at the end of March is already really very dry. It's been a really dry start to the year so far, and you can tell that this place is well down, and I've never been here before, but you can tell most places that are normally covered with water are really quite low already. And I've noticed that around the little place where I normally go near me. The little pond there is pretty much disappearing quite rapidly, so hopefully we'll have some rain in April, because yeah, at the minute it's looking like it's going to be a dry summer. As regards what I've seen around here so far, nothing really. There's a lot over there. Most of the things are a long way off, as you can see, so I'm trying to, hopefully I've followed the right track and I'm going to find the way around and find a hide or somewhere where there's a bit closer to the water. We've got the river on this side, so I might just sit on there for 10 minutes and see when anything appears. See, normally a lot of this would be, you can clearly tell a lot of it will be underwater, and it's not. Yeah, this river, don't know whether you can see, just does not look very healthy. And I saw Fergal Sharkey only this morning arguing with one of the, I think it was one of the main water companies, and you can see why. This just doesn't look right. Ooze by name, ooze by nature. So this place is one of those reserves where everywhere's a long way off and it's quite vast. So there's a lot of waterways around the water, but yeah, only thing you want to see is quite far off. There aren't that many hides jotted about, so it's a case of just wander around the edges and see what you can see. I think I'm just going to a viewing area, not necessarily a hide. A couple of grebes just fishing about in the water. They were quite nice to watch. Hearing things, but not seeing a lot at the minute. Let's see what the hide is like. So I've just moved down to Ouse Fen, and I didn't know this, but there's bearded tits down here, which I've just seen one flying past me. So I've just parked my ass for a little while to see whether they come back. There's also marsh harriers, bitterns, a few other bits and pieces. Chinese water deer, lady just said that she sees down here as well. So I'm going to hang around here for a couple of hours, I think, and see how it goes. Just move around, sit for a bit, see what happens. So just down there is a Chinese water deer. That's the first one I've seen. Fortunately, just as I was trying to get a pic, he turned and tailed it away from me, but he's still around here. You can still hear him splashing about. So I'm hoping he'll come back. Right, so I need something to eat, but I'm going and I'm coming back. I know, plan to be here till 6, 7 o'clock, maybe a bit later. There's bearded tits here, Chinese water deer. There's a load of marsh harriers about. There's one just over there. Chinese water deer would be great. Like I say, I saw it and it scurried off, and that was that really. But hopefully I'll see one again. Just seen another water deer, and down here there is a fox that was wandering around. There he is. I am back at Ouse Fen again later on in the afternoon. I've got sun cream in my eyes. Can't really see a lot. The sun is kind of like a bit weird now. It's gone reasonably low behind some clouds, which means everything's got a kind of like bright but not bright feel about it, if you know what I mean. There is I don't know what that was. There is another Ouse Fen about 4 or 5 miles away, which I'm going to go to as well in about 6 o'clock, something like that. Everything's really quiet here at the minute. I mainly come back to see if see some more bearded tits. Maybe get a photo because I didn't get any photo last time, and also maybe see if I could see the water deer again. I reckon they'll still be about. The bearded tits, I reckon, will be fairly low down and not really doing a lot at the minute. But like I say, it's about 5 o'clock-ish. The light's got a bit weird, so we'll see. But I reckon, yeah, give it another hour. I mean, I've seen some things around here. I haven't got many pictures though, that's the only thing. Is it good enough not to get the images? Probably not. But I've seen some things. I have seen the bearded tits flying around, but there weren't anywhere near me where I could actually get a picture. So, saw the fox. So yeah, probably not as long as I expected here. I'm going to go down to the other one and just to have a look what it's like really. And I'll update from there. So there we go, it's just looked up and I got a picture. They've got teeth. That's nuts. You might have all seen one of these before, but I haven't. I didn't know they had great big incisors, if that's indeed what they are. He's edging closer, he doesn't seem fussed that view, and I've already moved. He just kind of watched me move and then... Okay, it's moving quite quick now, might be on the way off. Well, if I don't see anything else tonight, that'll be enough. I mean, I never even knew what these things were, really. But yeah, he kind of like wasn't too fussed about me, really, as long as I wasn't doing anything. And then as I came to this kind of grassy bit area, just run across. Just into over there. So yeah, on the bird front, it's gone a bit quiet. So I am going to make my way back to the car, go to the other place, just around about the sunset time, I think. And but yeah, I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed to saw that. Interested in animals. Never really seen one before, but certainly, certainly unusual. Yeah. Yeah, and typically another one's just bounded away from me. Was sat just down there, and didn't even notice. Just shot away from me through the water. So I'm just at the other Ouse Fen Reserve. I've no idea what I'm doing here. It's quite late. It's about 6:20 at the minute, but the clocks have just gone forward. Forward? Yeah, forward. So I've got a bit more time, but I'm just gonna have a look, wander around, see what there is. But I'm really hoping maybe the short-eared owls is still about. But again, I've got no idea. I've tried to look on YouTube videos quickly, but again, I've got no idea really where I'm meant to be going. I've heard somebody say that there is along the track that gets on the way down here, which is really bumpy. I've heard there's things around there, but I don't know. So it's going to be a bit hit and miss, this. But we'll have a look before I go home. So I reckon this is it for the night, really. I think it's time to go back. I know there are some short-eared owls around here. They might have gone by now, I don't know. I'm parked at the main car park bit. There's like a concrete road, which I've heard that they're down there somewhere. Or along there. But this field in front of me here looks like it might be suitable. I reckon I'll give it about 15 minutes. It's getting quite around about the time that they might appear. So I'll give it a bit longer. But I'm not that hopeful. So thanks for watching again. A bit of a mixed bag today, wasn't it, really? I'd like to come back to the other Ouse Fen, because I like that down there, and I think that's going to have a lot of activity over the next sort of 2 or 3 months. So I'd like to come down to that again. So maybe I will. Not far from Rutland, I don't think, as well. So maybe I could do Rutland and that one at the same time. But yeah, we'll see. But anyway, thanks again. See you next time.